Thank you, everyone. So now we've gone through what is communication and some of the methods of communicating. We're now going to look at some of the barriers that you come across when you're communicating. Now, there's four main barriers. We've got our psychological, we've got our language, technological, and time. Now, let's break those four barriers down. When we look at time, it could be the fact the customer is in a hurry. Maybe they've phoned you up and said, look, I've only got 2 minutes. I've got to go to a meeting. Can we just get on with it, please? That is a time barrier. Perhaps you're not able to resolve the issue and you need to pass it along to another agent. That again can create a time barrier. Perhaps you've got pressure in regards of the length of your call and the handling of the situation, that's on a live chat, whether that's answering an email or on a phone call itself. And of course, it might be coming up to the end of your shift. You may have a break due in a few moments. That is a time barrier. What about when we look at things like your headsets there or the signal quality? That comes under technological barriers. Your knowledge, again, comes under that as well. And of course, computers, if they're crashing, if you're waiting for the site to load up for the customer's details, that's causing a barrier for you in communication. Now, there are a few psychological barriers there. We've got fear as a psychological barrier. Anger and any emotion itself is a psychological barrier. Now, we also have language as a barrier. Now, I would probably try and put on an accent for you, but those of you know me, my accents are not very good, so I'm not going to on this occasion. But accent is a barrier, along with jargon, and of course, language. Now, language is not just things like slang, but it's also a completely different language. Perhaps they don't speak English as their first. Now, understanding the problem goes a long way for us to be an effective communication. We need to be able to overcome these barriers. Now, when we're looking at overcoming barriers, there's lots of ways of doing so. Below are going to be a few of those listed.